a sec.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I think the stream is up. Let me get some music playing. You're a One Piece fan?
Me?
Yeah. Are you a One Piece fan?
I have like never really watched it.
Oh, okay.
I like watched a couple of episodes from season 1, and then I looked at how many episodes there are, and I went, no, please, no, God, no. I feel like you have a reason to ask this.
Yeah.
Is there something I should know?
Yeah. I'm reading the manga now, and I just finished an awesome chapter, but that's okay. You don't have to watch One Piece.
I will watch the remake though.
Yeah, probably. I'll definitely watch it too.
It's supposed to have less filler, right?
Well, One Piece doesn't really have filler. It has bad pacing.
Oh.
And you can get over that by well, I probably can't advertise it on stream, but there's this here, I'll send you the site. Oh, and I've opened a sprite. Okay. I think it's this.
How did you manage that?
I was trying to click in my message box and I clicked on the taskbar instead.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I should probably check that the chat is working on my end.
Oh, that's interesting.
But also, like, if you like to read manga, it's been awesome. I've been really liking the One Piece manga. I think that's
yeah,
the
I'm
way
not
to
very
go.
good at reading, but I do want to start reading stuff. I do actually have one manga, but it's in Japanese. I bought it so that I would learn Japanese and have a reason to learn Japanese. And then I
Nice.
didn't learn Japanese, so I haven't read it.
Yep. Yeah, we've all been there for sure. Yeah, I have five volumes of One Piece. I got the first one in Japan. And then I got two others that were just like, they had some of my favorite scenes in them. And then I got one that was the current volume when I was in Japan. And then just recently on the Taiwan trip, I got the current volume of when I was in Taiwan. But that one's in Chinese, so that's kind of cool. They're more like
yeah, you can read that, right?
Yeah, they're more like shelf items though than than something I'll actually read.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll try to read it in Chinese when I get there. I got a ways to go. I just read chapter like 450 today, so I've got like 700 more chapters to go.
See, that's pretty cool. I've been reading a sci-fi book, and it's not very long, and I've been at like 80% through the book for like, I don't know, 3 months. I keep picking it up and like reading a single page and then like getting distracted by something. I have to find the like calm of reading. I don't have a room like that.
Yeah. What book are you reading?
It's called Red Mars.
Red Mars.
So it's from the Red Mars, Blue Mars, Green Mars series. It's 3 books about humanity, like colonizing Mars and making it livable. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Cool. When you said
I
red, I was
recommend it.
hoping you were saying Red Rising, but because I've read
No.
that one, but I haven't read Red Mars. Also about Mars, though. Red Rising is.
That rings a bell. I think my girlfriend actually recommended that to me.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Specifically.
All right. Well, let's get started. We've got, as usual, 5 articles to go over today. And shout out to Night Owl. Thanks for always curating a nice little list of articles for us to go over. For those of you who are new, this is the Game Dev News segment, and I'm the host, Mojo. Joined with me is Night Owl.
Yay, co-host.
And we are both aspiring game devs, and we're interested in things like game engine development and Godot, and yeah, so we're going to be talking about this stuff. And here we go. We'll start with this one. Nintendo strikes more emulators with DMCA takedown notices. And then this is a quote. "This is why we and other emulators don't host the source on GitHub," said one emulator developer. Probably smart. Probably smart. Do you wanna hit me with your takes on this?
Well, what I want to talk about is that, like, how it really sucks that Nintendo has been striking down the Switch emulators, because the tech is so freaking cool. Like I don't have any installed right now, but I have like the NES Mini, you know, which is using like an emulator, and I've got like almost every NES game on it, and it's this little box, and it's super cool. And there's of course like emulators for all the other consoles, Xbox and PlayStation and everything like that. So it's kind of unfortunate seeing Nintendo be so strict about the like software tech. I understand why they do it. Like the article says that it's like a Copyright Act takedown. I just find it like a little bit unfortunate, but I'm also just a nerd about it. I'm not really on the business side. I do get it, but again, maybe having the source code on GitHub was like the big mistake here.
Yeah, GitHub had been hit with a DMCA takedown notice. Or sorry, notified by GitHub that they've been hit. Yeah. Let's see. An email from GitHub Trust and Safety said it is never its desire or goal to take down open source projects, but instead to help developers address DMCA concerns with their projects. The recipient was then given 1 business day to respond. Failure to do so would result in the repository being disabled.
Which is not a lot of time.
Nope.
Realistically. But that's I understand like the legal aspect of that. Like, yeah, you can have this 1 day to figure out like what you need to do, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
I assume you use GitHub.
I use GitLab mostly.
Yeah.
But I do use I have a GitHub. Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to say this is GitHub's fault. They definitely seem to have just acted like as they need to, but I don't really use GitHub anymore.
Emulators like
I store
Citron,
everything
Eden,
locally.
Kenji NX, Melon NX, Pine, Pomelo. This is so many. Sumi, Suya, Yuza. We're all notified. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they're taking down emulators. I don't know how much you wanted to get into this. Like, did you want to get into like what's your take on it, I guess? You said that you're mostly interested in emulators because the tech is really cool. Yeah. Were you wanting to talk about like legality of emulators and emulation technology, or?
See, that's the thing. Of course, it is a gray zone. So I don't think I can add much more to that topic, but I do have something to say about like the safekeeping of digital media, right? We've been talking about what's it called? Stop Killing Games.
Mm-hmm.
And emulators can be sort of seen as in the same space where you're trying to like store the actual just software part of the media, because have you had like an NES or PS2 or something like that where it's all hard storage, like a CD or cassette or something like that?
Yeah.
Like they get bad eventually. The discs get scratchy or the cassettes lose some data somewhere. So being able to store it on a hard drive or an SSD is like sort of safer and you like have better access to it in the future. We've sort of gone away from that in the game industry with all the digital, um, like service-based games.
Yeah.
But for games that are like on cassettes, like the Switch or Switch 2, projects like these are really important
Mm-hmm.
because those consoles might stop working in the near future. And seeing how the rest of the industry has been moving, like when a console is killed, like a lot of the services that the games need to contact to even work at all might just disappear, and the games might not be playable. So having an emulator to be able to go past some of those things and play it offline is really important. You know, if you want to show your kids this game that you played now in like 20 years,
Yeah.
maybe it's not going to be available on your Switch. Maybe your Switch is going to be dead when you start it again. So I find it really important from like an archiving perspective, basically.
Yeah.
And I find it really unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's definitely like the angle I would take on it is like I there was actually a class in college that I had to take that was about ethics and tech. And most people were writing articles, or like they were writing their term papers for like, you know, automated driving and whether that's going to be ethical or not, like whether it makes the, you know, the right decision to kill someone to save the passenger and stuff like that. So we were talking about like moral dilemmas and stuff, and the paper I chose to write was about emulation. And I took the approach of that emulation should be allowed, and my thesis was essentially like, you know, if the games aren't even like sold by Nintendo anymore, then like it doesn't matter, right? Like like you can emulate it, or like, because like you can sell. One of my arguments was like Super Smash Bros. Melee is still like one of the most popular Nintendo games of all time, and at the time that I was writing the paper, like if you wanted to buy Smash Bros. Melee, you had to go on eBay and get it for like 150 to 250 bucks.
Right.
And I was like, that's ridiculous. First of all, Nintendo's not getting any of that money. And like, second of all, like I had the game, like what if I lost the game? And so, people, anyway, I got a lot of feedback from a lot of people. There's a lot of both sides, right? Some people are like, no, that's like obviously illegal. And some people are like, yeah, I want to be able to play my games forever, even if the hardware deteriorates, and like even if Nintendo is no longer supporting that game. And I'm just using Nintendo as the prime example here. Obviously, any company could do this. Trying to remember, I had another point on this, which was like, because we were talking about like we're mostly about like archival, right?
Yeah.
And there's another aspect which is like modding, right? And that's more like I'm interested in that, like emulators being available to mod games. I know there's like there's a bunch of streamers that'll do like Mario Odyssey mod games, like game modes, like multiplayer Mario Odyssey and stuff like that. And those look really cool. I haven't like tried it out or anything, but like I think that's super cool. I think that's why I really like PC gaming, is because there's pretty much always the ability to mod the game that you're playing. And most people won't like really get mad at you. Like maybe if it's a competitive game, but like if you're just playing like Mario Odyssey type games, right? Just single player, and you just want to add like extra challenges or extra skins or something, I think that's really cool. And you can't really do that without emulation for console games. But
it's sort of hard to mod a Switch.
Yeah.
All the consoles right now are really locked down as well.
yeah,
It
yeah.
used to be a bit different, but I think all of this also, like, why this is being brought up as like a, I wouldn't call it a controversial topic, but the fact that emulators are like something that people talk about as if it's controversial is that it's often wildly connected with piracy.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of special in this case because I think piracy is like an old, like, tired phrase or term. Like, in my book, I think piracy is like what the people doing the Digital Millennium Copyright Act in the first place kind of invented to make it sound really bad. Like, because at the end of the day, it's just peer-to-peer file sharing, right? And that's something that we do use in archival purposes right now as well. Like, if you look at the Internet Archive and stuff like that, there's ISOs there, and a lot of it isn't like copyright infringement. It's books that are like in public domain or music that is in public domain, and it's like archival. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, the emulator is just a tool to play the media, and having them be shut down for that is kind of weird. I don't think because they're not using any proprietary tech, right?
Yeah.
It's all like reverse engineered, which is not illegal. It's as far as I know, I don't think it's illegal to reverse engineer software. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's illegal or not.
We can ask a lawyer, but I haven't seen a case where like someone's reverse engineered a software and been hit with like a lawsuit for it. Maybe if they sell the like produced EXEs, that could be like a copyright hit. But just reverse engineering it and sharing it, I don't know if that's illegal. It's a really a gray zone area, but it's unfortunate that Nintendo isn't like communicating with these people and trying to make it official. That'd be like the sick outcome, right?
Yeah.
They're so scared they're gonna lose the console market, is what I'm guessing.
Interesting. Yeah. I do like it when Nintendo they've been like porting old games. I really like that. I don't like that they charge an arm and a leg for them. Like, for example, the most recent one was here, let's look it up. Nintendo Switch Fire Red Leaf Green. Yeah, they're $20 each. I guess that's not an arm and a leg. But yeah, like if you want to, like, because I can play Fire Red and Leaf Green on my Game Boy, because I have the cartridge. But if I wanted to play it on the Switch, I have to pay $20 to get the game again. And so like it's like almost there for me. It's like I want to be able to play my old games like on more modern hardware, right? But I don't want to have to pay $20 to buy the game I already own again. So anyway, I feel like they're almost going in the right direction. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think the downfall of consoles is gonna be really interesting for this sort of stuff. Like, we're seeing that with Xbox right now. Xbox is not really selling a lot of hardware.
Interesting.
Nintendo is still selling a lot of hardware. Sony is still selling a lot of PlayStations.
Yeah.
But the console market has definitely been shrinking and
Really?
keeps shrinking.
I didn't know that.
So
I thought consoles were still king.
not really. I mean, they're still selling a lot of consoles, obviously.
Yeah.
But so I guess you could say console is king, but PCs are really, really, really ramping up, and even Sony is, porting games to PC. I don't remember what games it was, but they have ported. What was that zombie game they released? It was like really good. There's a show about it. I've never played it.
Oh, Last of Us. The Last of
Yeah,
Us.
I think
right?
that's on Steam.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nintendo could probably do
That's
the same
true.
thing and sell a lot of software,
Yeah,
but then they wouldn't sell the hardware.
they've ported Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So good point. Good point. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like I said, I really prefer PC gaming. I think that it's a lot less approachable than a console. Like you can just go out, buy a console, buy a game, and it's good. But like a PC, it's like you buy a PC and buy a game, but that's, first of all, that's a lot more expensive than a console, and you're not sure that the PC you bought will be able to run games in the future, whereas like a console is like, yeah, it'll always be able to play the games that are released for the platform. And so anyway, it's just like maybe a little bit more of a gamble for people who don't know computers as well. But you know, I think it's getting better, and I think maybe even the Steam machine will be like you know, a stepping stone for people. We'll see.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. It's going to be really interesting to see. But it seems like they're going to be pretty expensive, so they might not be like the end of consoles as we know it. But definitely, for some people, it will definitely be the alternative to getting a PC, which I think is really cool. Especially if it comes with a controller, which I don't know if it does, but if it does, if it doesn't, then people will probably be able to hook up their Xbox controllers or PS4 controllers or PS5 controllers or whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, that's a good point.
Pretty cool.
That's a good point. I don't know if it'll come with a controller.
We'll just have to wait for the RAM and storage crisis to be over.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
I guess so. All right. Well, let's move on.
Yep.
Let's go next one. All right. Oh yeah, you go.
So Overwatch player base triples on Steam following major game refresh. So I'll do the in brief a little briefer.
Okay.
I'm guessing a lot of people have seen that Overwatch 2 has now become Overwatch blank. Blizzard like refreshed Overwatch 2 to become sort of the same game again, but with a lot of new heroes, new maps, and tweaks to game modes and perks. Like they've really refreshed the whole game. And so they've had a huge boost in players recently, which I think is really cool because I used to play Overwatch 1 and it was really fun.
That game was
great. And now it's free to play. So my little brother actually plays Overwatch, and the one thing that I've noticed is that he has been waiting in queues way shorter of time.
That's good.
Which is really fun for him. So I'm personally affected by this. He was actually playing Overwatch as we were setting up stream. But yeah, so the daily peak average of Overwatch blank was 115,000 at the time of this article being written, which, if we do the maths, is 3 times the 35,000 that it was in last year at this time. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not last year at this time, it's the month before. I'm guessing it's pretty similar earlier than that as well.
I actually don't think I realized
that far back?
I don't think I realized that that it was still so popular. I don't think I realized that there were still 60,000 players every day. That's kind of cool. But now it's like way more. So yeah, they definitely revived the game. Shout out to them.
That's what's cool about it. It's like following the curve again, which it didn't really used to do. It's been like really weird. I've been following the graph a little bit. Because you have the like day-night cycle curve, right?
Well, I wonder if it like cuts off at a certain point. Like, is this?
Well, I was looking at them before the announcement, because I was like, there was some other news that we didn't talk about on stream, but it didn't really follow the day-night cycle curve to this degree. It was a way smoother curve. So
interesting.
The peaks have definitely been like more exaggerated, which is really, really cool. But yeah, so what about Overwatch 2? That's what I want to talk about. Do you have any thoughts about this before I go off?
No, I'm good. You
So
go.
let's quickly talk about Overwatch 2 and what a mistake it was to release a sequel for a
Yeah.
live service game. As soon as they announced Overwatch 2, I was like, this is not going to end well. And because I saw like people have actually paid for Overwatch back in the day.
I paid for it.
I don't remember if it went free to play before Overwatch 2. I'm guessing it did. I think so.
I have no idea.
But either way, like Overwatch was a huge hit, right? And then they announce Overwatch 2 with all of this like PvE content. It never gets released.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 like stagnates, people stop playing it, people move over to other games. And then Blizzard just goes, you know what, whatever, our mistake. Which I think is, on one hand, is really funny from a consumer perspective. Like that they just like dropped the ball so hard they had to backtrack their sequel. But also I think it's a really strong move on Blizzard's part to just admit that, hey, we made a mistake. This is just the game that we were working on before, but expanded. So let's just expand it again and call it the old game. I've never seen this happen in my life. I guess live service games haven't been around for that long, but this is definitely a first, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this happen again in the future and be as funny when it happens again. So that's my take. I think it's a really cool move from Blizzard.
No, this is definitely them learning and growing, right? I love this. When it released in 2023, it quickly became Steam's worst reviewed game of all time. Its user rating remains mostly negative to this day. Is that true? I guess it's a different game now, though, right? Actually,
I think it's this. This should be the same game on Steam.
On the store, they just renamed it.
Because the old Overwatch, I don't even know if it was on Steam.
Yeah, look at that. It's mostly negative all-time reviews, and then recent reviews are good. I can't remember. Do you remember how to see the graph?
It should be if you go to reviews, like if you scroll down.
Oh, I scroll down.
And there should be a button on the right when you get to the reviews.
Oh, when I get to the reviews. Got it. Yes. Yes, this. Oh, interesting. So people still hate it. People
well,
still...
it's a Blizzard game, right? This was the same with World of Warcraft. People were on one side really excited about Warcraft Classic, and then there were the people that thought it was a stupid idea to release like vanilla servers and waste a bunch of developer time on that.
Interesting.
So, and then there's just gonna be people who hate on the game because it's a free-to-play shooter. Like, I don't know what the Counter-Strike graph looks like, but I don't think it's much better.
Oh, really? Let's see. That's not how to search for it. Counter-Strike 2.
Why is it not showing up?
It doesn't show, like... I don't know. I gotta change my settings. It doesn't show, like, like mature games.
Oh, you're on the PG-13 mode.
Well, no, I can still see them. They're just not in my search bar. So let's see if I can like get there from Counter-Strike to soundtrack. Let's see if I can get there from the soundtrack. Nope.
I'm gonna look. It's Counter-Strike 2.
Aha! I found it.
You won't see it, but oh, you did.
Okay. Very positive.
But you see those peaks
look at that.
of like people being negative?
Yeah, that is crazy. Lots of reviews though. Shout out to them.
Well, Counter-Strike is a staple. There's always going to be people playing it. And I think at this point, jeez,
2013,
2.5 million reviews. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm seeing total reviews in all languages, 9.4 million.
Wild.
Yeah. Shooter genre is crazy.
there's so many like peaks that are, if you look at the whole graph, they look kind of tiny, but if you do just like zoom in on a range of reviews, those peaks are pretty massive as well, like for negative reviews. So this, I think that's just something that happens with free-to-play shooter games, is that they get review bombed by people who don't play them. And then there's going to be people who just don't like change, who just review bomb as well. But I'm pretty sure that Overwatch will recover from the failure that was Overwatch 2
Yeah.
as soon as people like just try it out. I might try out Overwatch now.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I was just against it being a sequel. I thought it was stupid, and I don't want to invest a bunch of like time into a game that might just become a threequel soon. But this feels like they're actually like betting on it a little bit more, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I like video games.
Yeah. Oh, and they reintroduced loot boxes and 6v6. Okay. Oh no, that's saying on Overwatch 2 they did. Okay. So I mean they've been listening, they've been improving. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome to see.
It's always good to see Blizzard do something positive for the community. Like we waited for World of Warcraft Classic for a long time. And you know the saying that or like the quote from them, you think you do but you don't. Like that was about World of Warcraft. It was World of Warcraft Classic. Someone asked about it at BlizzCon.
Okay.
And like, can you do it? Can you do vanilla servers? And they were like, oh, you think you want it, but you don't. And then like move on, not even 10 years, and they're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna release this, and it's gonna be the biggest thing to happen for World of Warcraft ever.
Yeah.
Since release. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah. Should we move on to the next article?
Let's move on.
This one is for you to take.
For me. All right. Godot Veteran says AI slop pull requests have become overwhelmed. I love it. I love the phrase drive-by pull requests. That's one that
I've never heard that. That sounds awesome.
Have you heard of those? Where it's like people are, because I'm just going based on the title alone here. I haven't read the article, but like people are going into GitHub and they're trying to up their, reputation by submitting a bunch of pull requests saying, look at me, I'm coding a lot, but it's just a bunch of like AI trying to like fix a thing. And yeah, anyway, people are calling them drive-by pull requests, and I think it's hilarious.
It's an awesome phrase.
All right.
Yeah, I think this might be what you're talking about. Not because there are like the two kinds of AI slop pull requests. I haven't had any drive-by pull requests, but I have had the ones that are like fully automated, and those ones make me really mad. But this is more about like drive-by pull requests, I think.
Yeah. All right. Godot veteran Remy Verschelde has expressed dismay at the number of AI slot pull requests being generated for the free open source engine by large language models. He has spent almost a decade working on the engine, and co-founder Major Godot Backer said identifying and sorting AI-generated pull requests is becoming draining and demoralizing for Godot maintainers who are being stretched to their limits. I wonder how Linus is doing, because Linus Torvalds, yeah, he is like historically super mad at people who just like put up really crappy pull requests, and I bet he's getting more than ever because he reviews all of them, I think. And so yeah, I wonder how he's doing, because I bet that this is going crazy for him. And I think he's even like kind of AI positive. But yeah, anyway, draining and demoralizing for Godot maintainers who are being stretched to their limits. Yeah, I mean, like if all of a sudden like AI happens and now you've got hundreds more pull requests than you used to, that's going to be rough. All right. They said, if you want to help, more funding, so we can pay more maintainers to deal with the slop is the only viable solution I can think of. That's pretty funny. Oh man. Godot maintainers are now having to second guess every pull request from new contributors to determine whether code has been written by a human and whether the author actually understands the code they're submitting. What
yeah, that's
world.
the big one for me. That sounds like it absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I would manage under those conditions. Because like Godot is growing pretty quickly. They released an update not that long ago, and they're already releasing another one. And they're like not massive updates, but they're big enough that like you want to update.
Yeah.
So with those like those pull requests that are like actually needed or wanted or have some type of quality to them, being like so many already and having to go through a bunch of garbage at the same time that is just like either not thought through, not clear enough for the people who are going to maintain it, or just like don't work, haven't been tested. Like that sounds awful.
Yep.
I can't relate, and I feel good about it, but I feel really bad for them, basically.
Yeah, I know. The Primogen was talking about this the other day, where he had a bunch of people that were like doing these drive-by pull requests, and he would just like ban them, just say like, no, we're not doing that. And I think that there's a bunch of people who are just like saying, yeah, we're not accepting pull requests anymore. I'm going to be the sole maintainer. Like you can fork it and do what you want, but like it's over. It's not open source, essentially, right?
Yeah.
I think this is a really big issue. I think it's very widespread. It sucks that it's happening to Godot. Because that's a repo that I care about. Whoa, there are currently 4,681 open pull requests for Godot.
I was waiting for you to get to that line.
Oh, it's higher. It's higher now.
But also look how many they've closed.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's probably all time, right? Let's see in recent time. Okay, so they're doing like 50 a day. Or sorry, like a few a day is what I mean to say. Like this was like 5 yesterday. Couple 3 days. Oh wait, they're not in order. This is merged yesterday, and this was merged 3 days ago. So I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy.
Sort on when they were closed.
Do you think we could find one?
Dude, I think it would be hard to actually like parse whether it was human made or not.
Yeah, I wonder if we could like figure it out.
Because people do like
these aren't
make pull requests that people do make pull requests that are super valid. So and there's so much like it's such a generic engine that it can get really crazy, like with how much stuff you need to add and like how many minor issues you can have. Like even with my little engine that I have, and I have like 4 object types right now, like an empty object, a camera, a light, and a mesh renderer. That's all like the actual like user space objects that exist. Godot has like, I don't know, 100 more? I don't remember, but like it's a big list. It's more than 4. So if any of those objects have an issue, then you have like a lot of pull requests that will handle that, and then you have the editor on top of it, and they have serialization. Like engine code base like management is so insane. I don't know if you've ever looked at the Unreal source code.
No,
that you have to get like an invite to or whatever.
No,
it's like I tried to download it, and it's like I don't remember, but it's like over 100 gigs. It's like 200 gigs of just code. So yeah, I get them. And they actually, is Godot actually like a non-profit or something like that? Is there a Godot Foundation?
Yeah, there is.
Seems like it. Godot Foundation. Yeah. Dutch nonprofit. So they're fully relying on sponsors to be able to get people to be full-time maintainers. Wild.
Coroutine clearing. Fix interrupted coroutines not clearing. I don't know. It's only 3 files changed. And then
I don't think you'll find
and then
one.
no, right here, look at this. Just if I'm understanding this correctly, whatever. And he like asks, is this to break references or whatever? And he's like, I'm not sure, but probably the logic.
Oh no,
behind
that's absolutely AI then.
I think we found one. We did it.
Fully vibe coded.
He's like, I don't know what the purpose of this is. Anyway.
You're gonna have to blur that in edits, by the way.
Oh, okay.
To hide identity, because you're literally just like bashing a guy on the internet.
No one cares. No one cares. If someone comes after me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to expose anyone. I just wanted to have some fun, okay?
Yeah, it's good. Good catch there.
All right.
Yeah, but anyway, so it seems to be a problem, like a real problem. Since you even found one that is potentially vibe coded.
Yeah, I mean, I've never submitted a PR to Godot, so I don't entirely know what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to see if I could like see some signs.
And that's sort of what's most unfortunate to me, because I would love to contribute to the Godot code base. I think Godot is a really cool project. I want it to grow. I want it to do well. I want it to be easy to use. Yeah. So if my pull requests are polished and good and they don't get through because of all the slop, or they have to move to a different system for pull requests because they get too much slop, then that sucks. Mm-hmm. But hopefully they'll find a solution in the future, and we can just move on as we were.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's go to the next one.
Let's move on.
All right. We've got Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond leaving Xbox. Departure of Xbox leadership team prompts major shift at key platform. All right. Tell me more about this. I know nothing about this.
So we talked about Xbox a little bit today and how it's been doing not so well. Phil Spencer has been with Xbox for many, many, many years. I don't know if it says in the article, but yeah, 2001. So 25 years he's been with Xbox.
Holy cow.
Which is crazy. And then Bond, the other person who stepped down, has been there. I think, wasn't it Bond? Yeah, it was Bond. Has been there since 2017, which is like almost 10 years. So they've been around in leadership positions for a long time. And Xbox, of course, is a huge, huge brand. I think every gamer knows about Xbox, no matter where they do their gaming. Yeah. And what I find the most interesting about this is who is replacing Phil Spencer. It is Asha Sharma, who was the president of Core AI since 2024.
It all comes back to AI these days, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's this person is good in leadership thing, or if this is a push AI thing, or both. It could be both. But yeah, it's definitely interesting that it wasn't like a substitution from higher ups at Microsoft. They like stepped down, which does show like some sort of maybe loss of either interest or confidence in Xbox from those two people in leadership who stepped down, which I understand with how Xbox has been doing sales-wise. So yeah, do you have any thoughts about this real quick while I keep reading the article?
Nope, I don't. Let's keep going. Should we are we gonna want to read some of these?
Yeah, let's see if there's anything interesting. I just wanted to mention like the whole, wow, this is a big thing for the game industry that Phil Spencer is leaving Xbox.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I'm the worst kind of game dev enthusiast. I don't know like any of these names, and I don't really like pay attention to the heads of the companies. But I'm gonna start. So like, yeah, I mean, Asha Sharma, president of Core AI, that's interesting. Taking over for Spencer, who's apparently there for like 25 years. Yeah, this is interesting. Let's see. In an email to staff, Spencer wrote, "Last fall, I shared with Satya," and that's the president of Microsoft. Is that right?
Yes,
The CEO.
that's true.
That I was thinking about stepping back and starting the next chapter of my life. From that moment, we aligned on approaching this transition with intention, ensuring stability, and strengthening the foundation we built. Okay, so it's buzzword soup.
Well, yeah.
Xbox has always been more than a business. It's a vibrant community of players, creators, and teams who care deeply about what we build and how we build it. And it deserves a thoughtful, deliberate plan for the road ahead. And then today marks an exciting new chapter for Microsoft Gaming as Asha Sharma steps into the role of CEO, and I want to be the first to welcome her to this incredible team. Working with her over the past several months has given me tremendous confidence. She brings genuine curiosity, clarity, and a deep commitment to understanding players, creators, and the decisions that shape our future. We know this is an important moment for our fans, partners, and team, and we're committed to getting it right. I'll remain in an advisory role through the summer to support a smooth handoff. Okay.
So how this reads to me is basically, wow, Xbox has gotten huge. We bought all of these studios. How do we actually manage this stuff now that like two of our leads of the entire division are stepping down? Because I don't know how on it you have been with the Microsoft purchases of studios, but the fact that they own like Activision Blizzard now, they bought a bunch of other studios. Yeah, there you go. So.
Oh, and
of course,
yeah,
Mojang.
Mojang.
Yeah,
that's right.
So Xbox as a brand is like smaller than Xbox as a Microsoft division at this point,
Interesting.
which is crazy. But I guess that's what happens when like you get really big on a broad platform, because they have been buying studios that aren't just console only. Because that's how it used to look in the past, with PlayStation and Xbox battling it out, and Nintendo not so much. They sort of like collaborated closely with studios, except for like Sega, and I think there's one else that I'm missing, but more of like a license our tech thing. But both Sony and Microsoft have been notorious for buying studios that have made games for their consoles and then letting them release a few sequels and then basically trashing them. So this is a huge business move, and I don't know a lot about running a business, but I know this is gonna definitely affect the stock market in the next coming years. Hopefully for the positive, but I am wary about it. It could likely go to a point where like the gaming becomes lesser, in a sense.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. Well, Microsoft is really, well, they've backtracked a little bit on that as well, but they have been pushing AI so strongly. And for them to be able to integrate AI into their like gaming divisions would be massive if it works.
Yeah.
Is what I'm guessing. So definitely going to be interesting to see what direction this is like Xbox going to be taken in from now, because Phil Spencer, he had some mistakes here and there as well, but he was definitely interested in the gaming part of it, as far as I understood. So yeah, it's I'm not worried, I'm not sad. I'm happy for him to like do what he needs to do with his life, but it's definitely a massive event in gaming history.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the interesting part about the Xbox brand being bigger than Xbox itself is a good point. Because like, I mean, I have Xbox on my computer, right? Like, there's like an Xbox app. I think all PCs are essentially Xboxes, right?
yeah,
At this point.
that's the current like move for Xbox is to be on every platform, and they
Yeah.
have the Xbox ROG handheld as well, that is
Oh
like
yeah.
branded
Yep.
Xbox.
Uh-huh.
So they're trying to be not so much console anymore. They're trying to be everywhere. I don't know if how they're doing with porting to PC, but a lot of the games that they've had as like sub studio games have been released on PC and Xbox and the
Yeah.
other consoles as well.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising, but it is definitely interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I love that. I love
Right?
it when a game is available everywhere and I can just play it on PC. So, yeah.
Yeah,
It kind of
I
goes
think
back
it's
to
really
that
cool too.
kind of goes back to the emulator conversation. Like I wish that Nintendo games could be available on my computer, but that's not allowed.
Yeah, I don't think Xbox moving away from being a console to being a just like a publisher basically.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad choice. I think that's a great choice.
Yeah, well, and
Um,
Sony's totally doing that too.
yeah, a little bit slower, but
Yeah.
they're definitely keeping their eyes on what their competition is doing
Yeah.
and picking in my opinion, the better path.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes. I'm not worried about it.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot to speak to on this one, but
That's fine.
let's move
The
on.
next one is fully you.
Yep, this one I am excited about because I've been playing this game and I've been following it for a little bit. Mugenics has sold 1 million copies worldwide. How crazy is that?
It's awesome.
It came out like a week ago.
Yeah.
Like as of this article, it was a week because it came out the February 11th, I think. And so on the 18th, it was 1 million. I bet it's more now. Yeah, let's oh, it's it's 2 lines. Co-creator Tyler Glyle shared the news in a post on Blue Sky mere days after revealing the title had recouped its development costs in 3 hours. Mugenics delivered a new peak of 115,428 concurrent players on Steam over the weekend. That is so awesome. Like, I love to see game devs, like indie game devs, get recognized, get what they, they sought out to do, get the bag. You love to see it. You love to see it. And also Tyler Glyle made the game engine from scratch because Flash games, like they're still making Flash games essentially. And so he had to write his own custom software to parse Flash files, and it's awesome. So I've actually been really enjoying not only the game but like the little victory lap they're doing on Twitter, and on like various podcasts and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, this came kind of out of the blue for me because I knew it was gonna do well. When I looked at the like in-dev videos that he released, or they released like earlier last year even, I was like, this game is gonna do really well. It's probably not gonna be my favorite of like the Macmillan saga, because I really like Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac. Like those games really speak to me. But I knew from the start like Mugenics is going to be a huge game. But recouping its development cost in 3 hours?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
That's...
I think if I remember right, here let's just pop it open. No, they didn't say. But like I think within these 3 hours they sold like, I want to say 150,000 copies. And so that was their development costs.
Dude, if I sold 150,000 copies, I'd be happy.
I know.
Just like there.
And that was in 3 hours. And then they went on to sell 1 million and more. It's
Absolutely
awesome.
ludicrous. But also, like looking back to what we were talking about before with Overwatch, what was their new peak? Isn't it like a similar number, or am I goofing?
Yeah, their all-time peak was actually 14 days ago, but their 24-hour peak is like 110. And then yeah, if we go, we'll just hop on over. Mutagenics will probably be in the list, right? Oh, it's not in the list.
Well, it's probably dropped down since then with the. Oh, it's actually got a pretty decent 24-hour peak.
Yeah, I mean the game is long. They've said in interviews that it takes like 200 hours to complete the story.
So Mutagenics has like, they're not exactly the same. I won't say that, but a similar 24-hour peak to Overwatch.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked for them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I know nothing about the game except for there's cats in it and you can breed them and they are funny. And it's
yeah,
like
I feel like I kind of want to like give you a little intro. Do you want an intro to the game?
Do you have time?
Yeah. I'm not going to I'm not
Sure.
going to play it, but I'll like show you what the game is. One sec. Cuz yeah, like I don't think many people know what the game is. Cuz when I say, "Oh, the story takes 200 hours to complete," you're like, "Oh, it's a story game." But it's not really. It's like a roguelike
Oh, it's so pretty.
tactics game. And
I
so
love the art style so much.
So you've got these cats, right? And oh, I can't show it off right now. Let's I'm gonna have to pass the day. It's fine. And I've turned off the humping animations. Normally they'd be humping. Instead they just do this. Oh, let's go.
That's
I got
cute,
two.
though.
I got two. So yeah, you like breed the kittens. Oh, these ones didn't breed. They got in a fight. And so now I got some new kittens. And then there's this adventure box over here. And some kittens will just like appear. Well, actually, this one's a full cat. The kittens can't go on the adventures. So this is like a kitten. It can't go on a full adventure. So I can't put it in the box. It won't go in. Oh, great.
She's just a baby.
And then also these ones with the crowns. These ones I've already taken on an adventure, so they can't go. But I can just like take these guys and throw them in here. And what you do is you say, "Let's go," and so you start a run. And and so sorry, one sec. Gotta touch my camera. All right. And so you look at their stats, like, oh, this is pretty good strength, and it's got a good melee attack. Maybe it's a fighter. And so you attach the fighter to it, and now this melee attack is 8 and stuff like that. And so you're creating like these classes. These are pretty classic like D&D classes.
Right.
This one maybe
Do
is a
you
thief.
unlock collars like
Yeah.
as you move through the game? Or?
Yeah, as I understand it, there's 14 collars, and then they're going to add more. This guy was bred from another tank, and so actually ended up inheriting a class attribute, a class ability. And so like if I give it tank, then it like probably fits a little bit better on this person. And like stun, like this is maybe like a ranger. Anyway, so and then you lock in, you give them items, and you go out into the game. And I'm not going to go with this group because I didn't do any prep on that. But yeah, basically you start at home, you go to the alley, and then from there you're just like, it's kind of like Isaac, right? Where you keep going down and down and down into the basement and into hell or whatever. So in this one you go into the different zones, and I have not made it to these far zones yet, but once I do, then presumably more will unlock beyond that. And so I'm just trying to make my runs go farther and farther. But I lost on my last run, I lost 2 cats, and before I got to the boneyard, and I was like, darn it, I can't I can't go into the boneyard with only 2 cats, so I went home. And so yeah, you're just like, you just start these runs and you're just trying to get farther and farther, and you're trying to like get a bunch of items and food. So like when you come back, man, I really have to save and quit to menu there. I hope that doesn't count as locking them in. I don't think it does. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, basically, like, you need food. You need 1 food per day per cat. And so when you go out on the runs, you're trying to collect food. You're trying to collect items. So I got a bunch of items here. You're just trying to like get the best collection of items for the run. And then you can like upgrade things. Like I can upgrade my house if I, where is it? This guy. So this guy will give me more furniture. Oh, stock's a blank collar. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so you're just like,
there's lots to explore here.
This is a big game, Anyway, so that's kind of like, that's the game. So for anyone who doesn't know what the game is, why it's so popular, like, it's really fun. The synergies are awesome. The classes are really well thought out. I think they said there's, okay, I gotta get the numbers right, and numbers are terrible. I always get them wrong. But I think they said there are 75 abilities per class. And so, you know, if we do the, you know, the calculation, so there's over 1,000 abilities in the game.
That's wild.
And then, because there's 14 classes.
Dude, the work to make it so modular that you can just do that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
The people who write roguelikes are like the craziest people.
Yeah. Let's see, eugenics.
Oh my
teaser.
god.
So, yeah, I keep getting this on my feed. Eugenics teaser 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So they've been working on this game for like 13 years.
At least.
And what I've heard from the like interviews that they've done is that he started the game and then realized, I can't make this right now. I don't have the skills. And so,
well, you talked about that.
And then he went
week, right?
and made Isaac. Yeah. To learn how to make this game. And so,
dude, that's crazy.
So he's been planning this game for 13 years or more. And it happened, and it's got so much content in it. Lots of call outs to Isaac and Super Meat Boy, which is fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
But it does really seem to be like its own game.
Yep.
Because that's what always like stood out for me about like his games is that they're like art-wise pretty like similar in texture.
Yeah.
If you want to call it that. Like, it's got that cartoony look, and it's kind of gross for the most part. But they all have such unique spirits. Like, Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac have basically nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
At all. I don't know if I can find a similarity, except that it's better on controller. Like, that's about it. And to be able to just make these games that are so unique and so like replayable and so much fun, and now release a third one that is truly unique. It's such a cool thing to like look up to, and I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
This is awesome. It's good to have role models like this.
Yep. Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I've never played anything like it. I mean, it is an amalgamation of a few genres. I think he said that like he considers it closest to Pokemon and Advance Wars. Hey, what's up, T251? which is awesome. Those are great games. Those are some of my favorite games ever. So, so this game was made for me for sure. I only wish I had more time to play it. That's the only problem I'm having right now. The runs take forever. I've had runs take like 3 hours.
So like one run is a session.
But
that's pretty cool though.
But I'm pretty sure, I haven't tested it out completely, but I'm pretty sure you can save and quit in the middle of a fight. Like you could take a turn, save and quit, you're out. Go do something, come back, and you're right back where you left off. And so, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, it can take forever. Streamers are like, oh, I guess I'm doing this all day.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
I know,
like, what
it's
a
awesome.
problem to have. Like the game has too much content and it's too much fun and has so much stuff to do that I'm stuck here for a bit.
All right.
Well, the last game that I got stuck on like that was Factorio.
Factorio, okay.
And
man, you've been recommending that game to me forever. I gotta play
See,
it.
I try to put it in every once in a while just to get you a little curious.
You know, you say that. You say that, and I was about to do the same thing with One Piece. I was gonna say, imagine you had a series that just kept going and going, and you had infinite content to watch.
You know what? That's true.
That's true. That's true. It only gets better.
That's a good comeback.
So you're
right.
shilling Factorio, I'm shilling One Piece, and Mugenics is winning. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Good on it.
Yep. I'm a fan. I have loved, because I'm way into game engine development, and Tyler Glyle did it. Like, I mean, he may be, besides like Notch, he may now be like one of the most successful like custom engine indie devs, which is pretty cool. So
I feel like we're leaving out the Animal Well Dev. Didn't he make
how many
his own
copies did he
engine as
sell?
well?
Let's see. Yes, he did. Let's see. How many copies did Animal Well sell? It's AI overviews saying projected numbers have it potentially over 900,000, but I'm also seeing 650K. So yeah, 1 million, boom.
Not a sore loser, but Eugenics wins.
Yeah. No, I'd be happy to sell 10,000. You know.
Yeah.
No, I guess technically Stardew Valley was a custom engine. It just was on a framework.
Was it a mono game?
Yeah, mono game.
I think Terraria is mono game as well.
Oh, okay. So there's lots of them. I'm just like from scratch. I don't know.
Yeah, mono game isn't from scratch. So
Yeah.
there is a difference. It's minor, but there is a difference.
Only a small community of developers care about that difference.
Yeah, we're definitely showing our nerd genes right now.
Yeah.
Don't listen to us.
Don't listen to us. Do what you got to do.
Go play the game.
Yep. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me today. As always, thanks for the thanks for the articles.
Of course. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, as always, go buy Droppy Ball. Come check out my stream. I'll be on tomorrow and Friday, same time. And that's it for me.